With the Arc Raiders server slam now live and after putting 10 hours into it on day one, I want to discuss whether I think that you should be parting ways with your cash when it releases later this month. In this video, I'm going to dive into the good, the bad, and everything in between. From the stunning visuals to the potentially repetitive gameplay loop, I'm going to be breaking down whether this new sci-fi shooter can finally take the top spot as the best extraction shooter on the market. So guys, my name is IMinimann and I'm somebody that has played Escape from Tarkov for over 9,500 hours, so I like to class myself as maybe a bit of a veteran when it comes to the extraction shooter genre. My main focus in Tarkov is always to push PvP, get the adrenaline pumping, the risk versus reward factor, and make sure that I'm taking all that juicy loot off the other players knowing that they have been sent back to their stash empty-handed. Saying that, I've always focused on the quests as well. I've achieved the cap container every year since playing back from 2020 up until now, and I want to see whether Arc Raiders can give me that same adrenaline rush and keep me coming back for more. I'm going to start off talking about the negatives because there really aren't many at all. First one being that the AI are extremely powerful. They take a lot of ammunition to destroy and they deal a lot of damage, and even the so-called weaker ones can take out your entire squad if you're not prepared. We've only really fought against the lower tiered arcs called Wasps, Hornets and Snitches, and even those can take multiple magazines to finally fall from the sky. A Rocketeer seems to be the next tier up, and as you'll see from the clip on screen, it decimates me and my teammate with ease. I'm not sure how people are meant to take on the larger spider looking arcs, especially the Queen, who can leap across what seems like the entire map and stomp you back to your stash. My other concern is the forced 3-man squads, which a lot of games seem to be doing recently. This can have a really negative impact due to needing to fight together against other squads, but if someone goes off by themselves, you're immediately at disadvantage against a carefully coordinated team. I've heard if you load in solo but untick the squad fill feature, however, then this is more likely to put you into raids against other solos, but I'm yet to actually test this out for myself. One of the first things I noticed when scrolling through the menu was the skill tree, and in my opinion this is one of the best adaptations of how to level your character in this style of video game. There are 3 different skill trees that you can branch out on: conditioning, mobility and survival. Going down the conditioning route will make it so that loud explosions aren't quite as loud, as well as being able to one-shot enemies with your melee. The mobility route is pretty much as it says. It will increase your stamina, enable you to roll more, and enable you to vault over objects faster and further. The survival tree is pretty much turning your character into an IRL Bear Grylls. You will be able to hack certain items that you wouldn't normally be able to open without a special keycard, as well as being able to craft items whilst you're in a raid just by picking up various items of loot from areas on the map. Now let's get into the good stuff, and I mean the really good stuff. As I said, I'm a Tarkov player. Someone that focuses purely on PvP, using game knowledge and map knowledge to hopefully outsmart my opponent and take advantage in every gunfight in any which way possible. One thing I immediately noticed about the Arc Raiders gunfights is the movement. The ability to sprint, slide, roll, and it's like Omni-style movement from the newer Call of Duty games. It works absolutely perfectly, especially with this third-person view, which I wasn't actually sure if I was going to be a fan of. In the gunfight that's playing out on screen, you'll see that as I'm pushing the enemy that's on the right-hand side, I'm able to use the camera to keep spinning it around. I tag enemies, I'm able to take shots of the people, and there is nothing better than seeing that red flare fly up in the sky when you know that it is time for them to go back to their stash. Oh, he died. He literally got shot by me and then fell off the edge. There's also various cool items in the game, such as mines, drone-seeking grenades, as well as barriers that people can put up behind doors if they feel like you're putting too much pressure on, like these guys. Oh, they put up a barrier. Hello? They put up a barrier.
Oh, wow, you can't blow it out with an explosive.
Trust me, we get behind them. Sometimes, however, it's better just to know when it's time to give up, have a little dance, and go back to the stash yourself. One of the coolest things that I found with the extracts is that even if you are extracting, you were to get knocked down, as long as the enemy team doesn't finish you within the right time period, you will get out of that raid. In this clip though, I wasn't quite lucky enough, and this team absolutely destroyed me, and all my loot was gone. Come on, close the doors, close the doors, close the doors. No. Regarding the gameplay loop, it's hard to know exactly how it's going to pan out. If it's similar to Tarkov, then as you do more quests with the traders, you will unlock more items and the ability to purchase better items from those traders. Obviously, we're still in the complete unknown regarding this, but as I've done all the quests on this playtest right now, when I click on the trader, there is normally a quest tab where you can accept extra quests for when you go into the raids. Some of the really cool features that I really enjoyed were that in your workshop, there is actually a chicken called Scrappy that will drop off loot even whilst you're offline, and it'll gather up items that you're able to claim, and they will go immediately into your stash to use on crafting other items, or you can actually sell them for money. One of the other really cool features about the whole looting system is that if you were to right click on any item that is within your stash, even though I've actually sold pretty much everything, then I can literally recycle it and get parts for free. Now, the final feature, and in my opinion, this is one of the best ones out there. I'm going to make a comparison to Escape from Tarkov, where they have scavs where you can load in and then you just have a scavenger kit to go around and try and grab some loot from within the raid. Now, Arc Raiders does this, but in my opinion, it actually does this slightly better. You can still go in, you are your main character, you have all the stats of your character, but when you go into the raid, you can click up here, free loadout. If you were to then extract with any of these items, you get to keep them, as you do over in Tarkov, but this augment up here can then actually be traded with one of the traders for an upgraded augment for your next raid. So to wrap it all up, guys, would I advise you to spend your cash on this game come the end of October? And it is a unanimous yes. I have tried many other extraction shooters apart from Tarkov, and I'm absolutely loving Arc Raiders. I will be getting the deluxe edition. I'll be putting many hours into this game. As I said, there's a few things that I think need to be tweaked, but Embark Studios seem to be absolutely on it and listening to player feedback. If you guys want to ask any questions, obviously please do down in the comment section down below. And if you've enjoyed the video, then please like, comment again, and subscribe. That'd be absolutely amazing. I do live stream over at twitch.tv/IMinimann, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. UK time, and hopefully I'll see you all there. Peace.